Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about one of the most popular distances in running, the 5k. On October 9th, 2021, I ran 23:43. On June the 1st, 2022, I ran 16:57. So in 7 months and 3 weeks, or 235 days, I knocked 6 minutes and 46 seconds off my 5k time. And over this period, I've gained some good knowledge I would like to share with you. So whether you're a seasoned runner or just starting out, I've got some tips and tricks to help you tackle this distance and reach your running goals. My first tip is to train properly. In this tip, I'll go over all you need to know from your sessions run to your mileage. But first, I want to make this point and I want to make it clear. You need running to be part of your daily routine. You need to be part of your lifestyle because you need to be consistent. I'm sure you've heard consistency is key. Fitness takes time, a lot of time to accumulate. It accumulates over the years. You need to stay consistent and injury-free to achieve your fullest potential. Let's talk about mileage, which is how many kilometers or miles you run in each week. To make things simpler, I'm going to talk about how many times a week you run, not the exact distance. You want to aim to run about 3 to 6 times a week, depending on what your body can handle. I would say the sweet spot for most people is about 4 to 5 times a week to get some really good progress, but nothing too crazy. Now I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of miles, that's a lot of times a week. How do I get there? You want to increase your mileage little by little, week by week, until you can reach a mileage that's sustainable yet challenging. Now let's get into what types of runs you should do. You want to incorporate easy, moderate and hard days of running into your training. Aim for 2 to 3 hard or moderate runs a week, with the rest of them being easy. Easy days of running include recovery runs and easy runs. Moderate days of running include steady runs, and any session you want to take easy. Hard days include intervals, threshold and tempo, and also hills. And long runs can fall into any category. They can be easy, hard, or moderate, depending on what you're training for. Now the 3 different types of runs that I'd really recommend you include into your training are long runs to build your endurance, hills to build your strength and speed, and recovery runs to, recover. With all this information I've just thrown at you, try and form a training plan that works for you and includes all these different types of running. Experiment with different types of runs, try set different types of sessions, see what works well with you, because they'll be different for different people. Here are some more quick fire tips for you to train properly. Keep your easy days easy. Make sure you warm up properly before each run. You can watch my video I made on that for a 2-minute warm-up routine. And taper before races. And fuel properly before a run. My second tip is form. Running with good form can improve your efficiency and reduce your risk of injury. Focus on keeping your posture upright, your arms relaxed, and your whole body working as one. You want your arms and legs to work together because your arms counteract the movement in your legs. You want to be well coordinated. What you can do is get a friend to film you run, and you can analyse your form and see your weak spots and improve them. Your form worsens as you get fatigued, so next time you are at the end of a long run, really focus on running form. The next tip will help your form, which is strength work. Strength and conditioning will increase your speed whilst also decreasing the risk of injury. Make sure to train your legs and your core at least once a week. You can do it after a run or as a separate piece of training. If you use weights, don't go too heavy. You can also do plyometrics for improving power in your legs. I will make a video on a routine for leg strength and conditioning and also a video for core in the future, so stay tuned for that. The penultimate tip is recovery. With all this training, you need to be able to recover properly just to be able to maintain it. Now, before we get into all the fancy stuff, you need to get the fundamentals down, the basics. You need a well-balanced, nutritious diet and also stay well hydrated and get enough sleep. These are absolute basics and you probably know them, but they're essential. There's a reason why they're basics, why they're fundamental. Before every run, you want to warm up. Again, you can watch my video on the warm-up routine. But before you do any hard runs, you really need to warm them up. So make sure you do your drills, you do your strides so you're properly ready for your run. Because if you suddenly sprint on cold legs, you're gonna do yourself an injury. If your legs aren't feeling great, if they're dodgy, you got a sore spot here and there, take a day off, it's fine. Days off are your friends. Rest days are very important. Again, consistency is key over the long run, so taking a day off to prevent an injury will do you only good in the long run. After a run, make sure you stretch thoroughly. Don't just stretch to a timer, let's say 30, 45 seconds. Stretch until you feel like your muscle is sufficiently stretched. Now that might be less than 30 seconds if it's not tight, or more than 30 seconds if it's really tight. In half an hour of a run, or as soon as possible really, try and get some protein in. That will kickstart your recovery process. Make sure to massage your legs, especially if they're sore. You can use a massage gun, your thumbs, a foam roller, or a massage ball. Or if it's a bit more serious and you want to spend a bit of money, you can get a sports massage. If somewhere's particularly dodgy, you can use ice baths and ibuprofen gel. But I've heard that ice baths are not good to take regularly because it stops your body from naturally recovering itself, because your body relies on the ice bath to recover. So just keep that in mind. Don't do them like every day, unless you have to, of course. The final tip is the mindset. There will be days where you just don't want to go on a run. Them days are inevitable. So you need to stay motivated. And if motivation runs short, remain disciplined. Set long and short-term goals to give you a motive to run. Track your progress so you can look back on how far you have come. I want to finish with this point. It's not going to be easy, but that is what will make it rewarding. When you cross that finish line with a new 5k PB, it will all become worth it. If it was easy, anyone could do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you use this advice and go out there and smash your 5k PB. If you made it this far, you are amazing. Make sure to like and subscribe. Only 6.7% of you has subscribed, so I'd really appreciate if you subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later if you change your mind. It really supports the channel and it's free to do. Anyway, it's been your boy Ollie RK and I'm out.